Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate girim Yat kripa tamaham vande Shri Gurum dinatarinam. Namayom Vishnupadaya Shri Gaura Priyamurtaye Srimate Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Goswami Namine Kripaya Kshamatam Aparadhi Janam Kalushayuta Shakta Sudina Naram Supathe Parichalaya Sarvadinam Pranamami cha Madhava Deva Padam Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo mahavadanyaya Krishna prema pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 9th chapter. Yesterday we heard that while the brothers and ordinary people were not treating Jada Bharat properly, they were exploiting him by giving some kind of material duty and not providing proper food to him. One day he was sitting in a paddy field on an elevated seat. He was employed to drive away any animals coming and eating the fields. In the middle of the night, some worshippers of Bhadrakali or Chandi, they have a custom of killing the animals, sacrificing the animals to get child. So the king of those dacoits, he arranged for this particular sacrifice of an animal to Chandi Devi in the night, and the animal which was tied somehow escaped, and his followers, the followers of the king, they went in the forest in search of the animals, but they couldn't find the animal, and suddenly they saw Bharat sitting on an asan, elevated asan. They saw him to be a man animal, very nice person. He was not saying anything. So they brought him in front of the king. They made him bathe nicely. They gave him new clothes to wear. They decorated his body with, tilak and with sandalwood, with flowers, etc. They fed him sumptuously, and after that again they they offered incense, the ghee lamp, and so many things. They, as for their customary activities, they performed all rituals, they performed all of those, and Bharat was about to be slaughtered, about to be sacrificed. At that time, এই দস্যুগণের প্রকৃতি রজ ও তমো গুণে আচ্ছন্ন ছিল. All these dacoits, the rogues, these were always covered with the material goodness, material passion and ignorance. Their activities were in passion, mode of passion and ignorance. এবং উহাদের মন ধনমদে মত্ত হওয়ায় মর্যাদা শূন্য হইয়াছিল. Because their mind was completely, deluded due to their attachment to property and wealth, they became completely, unaware of how to respect others properly, how to respect a brahmana, how to respect a devotee. Because when one is completely blinded by the, desire of wealth, property, or women, or false prestige, when one is blinded by these things, then one will completely disrespect others. They don't think others to be of any value. So these rogues, because of their overly addicted to sense enjoyment, they could not give proper honor to Brahmana. সুতরাং উহারা ভগবানের অংশযুক্ত ব্রাহ্মণ কুলকে তুচ্ছ করিয়া স্বেচ্ছাকারী হইয়া কুপথে বিচরণ করিতেছিল. So completely becoming independent means not following the Vedic rules and regulations properly, completely acting independent of all those. They did not respect the Brahmanas. These rogues, they did not respect the Brahmanas. You see, the thing is, the Brahmanas are the highest class in the society. They are called as the head of the society, and they are emanating from the face, the upper portion of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Therefore, they are always to be respected if we need to have a proper balance in the society or in the nature. So Brahmana, there are, the Brahmanas means one is by birth, but more than that, what is important is the Brahmanas are those who are Brahma Janatiti, those who have knowledge of the Brahman, they are called the Brahmanas. Or those who are endeavoring to become Brahminical, to understand the Brahman, they can be called as Brahmanas. That is why in Gaudiya Parampara and Gaudiya Sampradaya, even though the Brahminical birth is given some importance for sure, because unless one has no good Sukriti, one will not take birth in a Brahminical family. He has not accepted the Brahminical activities, that is his, again bad karma. But unless until one has got good karma, he will not get a Brahminical birth. Therefore, they are to be respected. Even Mahaprabhu and all the Vaishnava Acharyas, they respected those who have taken birth in a Brahminical family. But at the same time, Mahaprabhu Sampradaya does not talk about the others being fallen. They say that those who are performing bhajan, they are superior to the Brahmanas. Because the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, this is a social classification. Vaishnavas does not come under the society at all. Vaishnavas is not a social classification. It's not a religious classification. Vaishnavas are completely transcendental. Brahmanas means those in whom mode of goodness is very prevalent. Kshatriyas means those who have mode of goodness and passion combined. Vaishyas means those who have passion in more prevalent, and Shudras means mode of ignorance. But Vaishnavas are beyond the three modes. They are even superior to the mode of goodness. Their activities is beyond mode of goodness. It is situated in Shuddha Sattva, purified goodness. Sattvam, Vishuddham, Vasudeva Shabditam. Vasudeva. Shankar is telling to Parvati that what is Vasudeva Tattva? Vasudeva means what? The father of Krishna. Father of Krishna means the place where Krishna will appear. That is Vasudeva Tattva. What is that? Sattvam Vishuddham. Vishuddha Sattva. Vishuddha Sattva means that is beyond material goodness, supreme, transcendental. So the devotees, they does not come under any social classification. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when there was a discussion with Rai Ramananda says, Varnashrama dharme swadharmacharane Vishnu bhakti sadhyasar. He says that being established in one's own social duties, serving Vishnu is the highest goal of life. Mahaprabhu says, Iha bahya age kaho, this is external. I have not come here to give this to the living entities. My purpose of coming here is something else. Age kaho, please proceed further. Please tell something superior to this. So, Mahaprabhu Sampradaya is not the one to establish us properly in Varnashrama Dharma. Even when Mahaprabhu went to South India, he had a discussion with the Tattvavadis. Tattvavadis means the Madhvacharya devotees. Even to them, because Madhvacharya had given them the Varnashrama Dharma and Vishnu Bhakti, Madhvacharya, in his commandments, one has to follow Varnashrama Dharma properly and worship Vishnu. And Mukti, liberation, is the highest objective. This is what he had given to his disciples. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, this is external. Shravana Kirtana is the greatest sadhana, not Varnashrama Dharma. Listening to the glories and speaking the glories of Supreme Lord is our sadhana, practice. And our sadhya, our goal is Krishna Prem, not mukti, not liberation. So, here, respecting the Brahmanas is essential as long as we are in the society, in the community. Like, I am a devotee, I don't have to respect the Prime Minister of India or Prime Minister of any country. No, you have to respect the Prime Minister. You are a devotee, you are superior to him, definitely, if you are a devotee. If we are following the devotional principles and if we are pleasing Hariguru Vaishnavas, if we have become Vaishnavas, we are definitely superior to a Prime Minister or President or any other minister. But that doesn't mean you have to be disrespectful. You have to respect them as long as you are in the society. We have seen the pure devotees, the Vaishnavas, they never disrespect those who are established persons in the society. I have personally seen Guru Maharaj that even when a doctor came, he would stand up. A doctor, young in age, but he is more educated. Guru Maharaj used to say, those who are elderly in age, those who are more educated than us, those who are rich, and those who are established in the society, these are the persons to be respected. That's a social duty, that's a social responsibility. Because as a guru, if we don't respect, or as Vaishnavas, as devotees, if we don't show that, example, then the society will not learn. So it is a responsibility. But that doesn't mean that the doctor is superior to guru. That's a social responsibility. So in a similar manner, the Brahmanas, they are to be respected because they are the highest in the society. Guru Maharaj used to respect the Brahmanas very nicely. They may not be following the Brahminical duties properly, but they are Brahmanas. In a similar manner, Guru Maharaj also used to respect any sannyasi, be it Mayavadi sannyasi or any sannyasi, because the respect is to the cloth. There we should not see, he is Mayavadi, he is some other sampradaya. No. that respect needs to be given there, because he is endeavoring in some way or the other. He will become successful or not successful is up to the Lord. But in the society, we need to give proper respect to, the eligible persons. But these persons are acting fully independent of the Vedic duties. Therefore, they were only kupathe vicharan kurte. They were only following the kupatha, means very bad path, sinful path. Hinsai tahader kridotsava hoiyachilo. Their only, act was performing sinful activities. That is they are always engaged in sinful activities and violence, because this is the mode of ignorance. Those who are in mode of ignorance, they do this. We see so many persons killing innocent people, unnecessarily, even without having any relation. There is no grudge. You have not previously seen that person, but so many innocent persons are being killed. What is the reason? Mode of ignorance, completely in mode of ignorance. More barbarian, more animalistic, more fallen than animals actually. Guru Maharaj used to say an animal also does not kill unless until he is hungry. Out of violence, animals do not kill. When the animal is hungry for the food, they will kill, because jivo jivasya jivanam, one living entity depends on another living entity. That is the law of the nature. One living entity has to depend on another living entity. Therefore, a lion or a tiger, they kill only when they are hungry, but they don't do unnecessarily. So, I heard from some, I think some medical expert, that even when the snake, let's say a snake is crawling on our body or ants are crawling on our body, they can detect some vibrations in our body, and if they feel that the vibrations are out of our anger, out of our hatred or violence, they will bite us. Otherwise they won't bite us. I heard this from some medical expert. Even the snakes, they attack us only when they see that some kind of they expect some danger, a kind of vibrations that come through the earth. They will be able to understand this. Otherwise they just simply go away. But humans, they are more animalistic. Yes.
Before I was very, very scared of snakes. Brazil also, we have so many snakes. And I was living in Orissa, in one village that's full of snakes. Every day you see snake. And one day I was walking the path, I feel somebody's following me. When I look back, one cobra.
Cobra.
And I stopped. The snake also stopped. And I know in Brazil they say never make noise, never harass a snake.
Yes.
To attack you. I stop. I pray to the Paramatma of the snake.
And then he
I
went
said,
away.
I will not give her any harm. Please don't harm me. And I pray for Radha Gopalji. I was in Gadagiri. Gopalji, please protect me. The snake raised her head, look at me when I was praying, then turned left, down, and
Went away.
went away.
Yes.
After that, I have no more fear of snakes.
Fear of snakes. Yes, it is actually true that they attack only when they see danger from us.
Yeah.
But humans, they are so deeply engrossed in mode of ignorance, they take to violence unnecessarily. They have become so cruel than animals. And these rogues are like that, so violent. এই সকল কারণেই উহারা পূর্বোক্ত প্রকার কর্মে প্রবৃত্ত হলেন. This is the reason they were engaged in bringing Bharat and trying to sacrifice. Also the animals, they were doing all this only because of their violence. Sarvabhuta, and actually there are some persons who cannot pass their day without harming someone. They need to kill an animal, they need to kill something, otherwise they cannot be,
Like McGraw, the hunter, he enjoys it.
yeah, they enjoy. They cannot sleep without doing such a pastime in the day. So they are so habituated to this. Eisaka sarvabhuta suhrida sutrang shatruhino. But on the other hand, the qualities of Bharat are being described here. Sarvabhuta suhrid. He was a well-wisher of all living entities. Bharat, the devotees, they are well-wishers of all living entities. Shatruhina, he has no enemies. He has made no enemies. Bhagavad Gata Chitta, he is always absorbed in thinking about the Lord. And Brahmarshi Nandaner Vada, and he also son of a Brahmana. So he has no enemies, he has harmed none, he is always thinking about God, and on top of it he is thinking about the welfare of everyone. Such a person is not to be slaughtered. A Brahmana, even if he is a great sinner, he is an aggressor, still a Brahmana should not be punished. This is there in the Manu Samhita. Aggressors can be punished. Aggressors means those who attack your wife, or kidnap or abduct your wife, those who set fire to your house, those who attack you, those who want to kill you, they come with a weapon to you. To protect yourself, you can attack those aggressors. You will not be the first one to do, but if they try to attack you, you can kill. According to Manu Samhita, it is not a sin to protect oneself. Even in the law, general law, it is there. You can harm someone if his intention is to harm you. Then the police will not.
Self-defense.
Self-defense activity. That's why we are learning so many, kung fu and this and that, so many. Why? And government also encourages you to learn. Particularly women, they are encouraging women to learn. Why? Because it's self-defense act. So this is, not punishable. But Bharat is a Brahmana. Even though Brahmana is an aggressor, he should not be punished. And top of it, he has got all these noble qualities. So in no way Bharat is to be punished or is to be sacrificed. Laukik hatya vidhiru anumodita nahe. Even ordinary killing is not recommended in the scriptures. Sutrang Devi sei sakal dharma bilopo sadhana prayasi shudraganer ati darun sarvada akartavya brahma hingsatmaka bhagavad virodher vishay bujite parlan. Therefore the Devi, to whom they were offering as a sacrifice, she could immediately understand that these guys are engaging in totally anti-devotional activities. Not only anti-devotional, anti-scriptural activities. It is not against devotion only, it's also against even the ordinary scriptures. And they are going to be engaged in Brahma Hingsa, in a cruel act against a Brahmana. So she could not tolerate this act. Tahar deho Brahma tejo dwara atishay santapta hoite thakilo. And she is becoming very ferocious and very fearful to all those. It's like the burning heat. She is burning with heat. Tai tini avilambe pratima parityak purvak bahirgata hoilan. She could no longer contain herself in that deity. She immediately broke that deity and came out of the deity in order to destroy these sinners. Sri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, Bhagavad Kala Veerakulam Sri Bhagavaner Kala Bolite Avatar Vrinder Madhye Jahara Veera अर्थात सेनानी स्वरूप जे भक्तगण ताहादेर कुल के इस स्थले धीरकुलम इरु पाठांतर आचे. Here it is told as Bhagavat Kula Veera Kulam. Bhagavat Kula. Bhagavat Kula means those who belong to the clan of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, means the devotees of Supreme Lord. There is one Kul. We have Kula means caste, Brahmana caste, Kshatriya caste, etc. But it is Bhagavat Kula, means those who belong to Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And Veerakulam, they are also addressed as Veerakulam or Dhirakulam. Veera means those who are, Dhira means very sober. So these are Kali or Chandi saw that Jada belongs to this Bhagavat Kula, to the society of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Kadarthikritya dukha pradan kurtah swechhanusare asatpate vicharanकारी से शूद्र गणेर जे कर्म ताहा जानते पारिया देवी भद्रकाली. So kadarthikritya, she saw and she could understand that these rogues are engaging themselves in sinful act. Not only just sinful act, a very violent act. Therefore, Bhadrakali Uchchavata Pratima Bhed Koriya Bahirgata Hoilan. She just broke the deity and she appeared in front. Athava sei Pratima Rupa Devi Bharater Teje Chinna Bhinna Hoilan. Kintu Tadiya Asir Dwara Bharata Chinna Bhinna Nai E Rupe Saiva E Sthaler Eva Karane Artha Vyakta Hoilo. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling that there could be another meaning. One is by her own teja, by her own effulgence, by her own radiance, she had come out of the deity. The another meaning is that she could not tolerate the radiance of Bharat, because Bharat as a devotee is also radiating, effulgent. Non-devotees cannot see. The devotees, they will be able to realize this. The radiations that or the effulgence of the pure devotees, they cannot be felt by asadhus. A sadhu can understand a sadhu. Guru Maharaj often used to say this. A non-sadhu cannot understand a sadhu. That is why when Sukadeva Goswami was walking on the streets, many persons had thrown stones at him. But when he came to the assembly of greatly learned scholars, they all stood up. Because only a sadhu can understand another sadhu, not a sadhu. So here, these rogues, they could not understand the effulgence, the radiance of Bharat. But Bhadrakali, she could no longer contain herself in the deity due to the radiance emanating from Jada Bharat. This is another meaning that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling. One is due to her own radiance and she is blazing and she could no longer stay in the deity. That is one. And other is due to the radiance of Bharat, she could no longer contain herself. Sunayamo api आपत्काले स्वरक्षार्थे अनुमोदितो हिंसातेओ जहा अननुज्ञात अर्थात एतादृश महापुरुषेर हत्या सर्व प्रकारे निषिद्ध ए अर्थ. It's telling that even when he is in danger, Jada Bharat, he could not understand that he is in danger. Killing such a person is a great sin. You see, like the ordinary goats and other things, other animals that are sacrificed, poor fellows, they don't know that they are in danger. Even before they are, sacrificed, they are given nice food. Grass is fed to them and they feed the goat sumptuously. But the goat is not, thinking that, he is going to die very soon. Very innocent. Bharat was innocent like that. To kill an innocent person, he is not, thinking that he is in danger. He is not able to understand that he is in danger. Because he is, of course, Jada Bharat. To kill such a person is a great sin. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling. Bhrisham Amarsha Rosha Veshara Vesharabhas Salila सविलसित भ्रुकुटी विटप कुटिल धंष्ट्रारुणो ऋणे क्षणा टोपाति भयानक वदना हन्तु कामे वेदम महाट्टहास महाट्टहासमति संरंभेण विमुञ्चन्ति तत उत्पत्य पापीयसां दुष्टानां वृषलानां तेनैवासिना विवृक्लशिंश्रा गलात् स्रवन्तं मस्रिगाव असव मत्युञ्चं सह गणेन निपीयाति पानम् अधिविह्वलोच्चैस्तरां स्वपार्षदैः सह जगौ ननर्त च विजहार च शिवः कंदुकलीलया आत्यंतिक असहिष्णुता ओ क्रोधावेशे जनित बेगे ताहार भ्रुकुटी शाखा संचालितो कुटिल दंष्ट्र बहिर्गत एवं आरक्त her eyebrows were shaking and kutila danstro, her sharp teeth had come out. She is putting the teeth outside. The teeth are very sharp and crooked, and as if blood is flowing in the eyes, the whirlpool of water is a whirlpool of blood is flowing through her eyes. She became so ferocious and impatient. tahate tahar mukhamandal bhayankar akrit dharan karlo, and due to which her face became very, very fearful. Nobody could stand in front of that ferocious form of Bhadrakali. তিনি যেন এই বিশ্ব সংহার করিবার জন্যই অতীব ক্রোধ ভরে মহান অট্টহাস্য করিতে করিতে প্রতিমা হইতে বহির্গত হইয়া সেই পাপিষ্ঠ দুষ্ট শূদ্রগণের মস্তক তাহাদিগের সেই খड्ग দ্বারা ছেদন করিলেন. She appeared from the deity as if she is going to destroy the entire universe, not just those persons. She was laughing. Attahasa means in a kind of a laugh, a loud laugh. What do you call? Not in happiness. What's it called? There must be some word for it.
Kind of cackle maybe, like.
Yeah.
Mad laugh, like a mad person laughing.
Not mad. Yeah, mad means to be very angry. That kind of attahasa, ha 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 ha, So she was laughing in such a way that she is going to destroy the entire universe. And out of such anger, she took the sword with which they were about to kill Bharat. With the same sword, she beheaded all those rogues. সেই সকল ছিন্ন মস্তক ব্যক্তির গলদেশ হইতে যে রুধির রূপ অত্যুষ্ণ मध्य निर्गत होते लागिल भद्रकाली देवी स्वीय डाकिनी प्रभृति सहचरी गणेर सहित ताहा पान करिलेन. When she had cut the head of all these rogues, hot blood came from all of them. It was as if like a wine to her. She is drinking that hot blood coming out of these rogues. All these days they have been offering the blood of innocent animals. Today she is drinking the blood. Bhadrakali is also worshipped in mode of ignorance. All wine, liquor, blood, meat, all these things are offered to Bhadrakali because that is in the mode of ignorance. So she is also the deity in the mode of ignorance. So she was drinking this hot blood. You cannot see, you don't see this happening in the Vishnu or any of the avatars of Vishnu, isn't it? So mode of goodness, complete Shuddha Sattva. She drank all that hot blood that is oozing out of the body of these. Not only she drank, but she also distributed to her female servants. They are called dakinis. Dakini, all these female, followers, she distributed to all of them. अतिशय শোণিত পানোন্মত্ত হইয়া দেবী তখন নিজ পার্শ্বদবর্গের সহিত উচ্চৈশ্বরে গান ও নৃত্য আরম্ভ করিলেন. And she drank so much, and because of the hot blood, it was very intoxicating. She danced, she sang in the company of all her female, assort. So just like after killing an animal, these rogues, they dance, Now Bhadrakali is doing that. After killing her own persons, her own worshippers, she is now dancing. It is why, the demigods, if anybody, harms a devotee, even the demigods cannot tolerate. Even if those persons are their own devotees. Shiva had killed his own devotee. When Bhasmasura was there, he got a boon from Lord Shiva. He prayed to Lord Shiva. And Shiva is Asutosh. Asutosh means very easily satisfied. So Shiva was very easily pleased, and then he told, what do you want? Oh, I want a boon from you. What is that? On whomever I place my palm, he will become Bhasma. Bhasma means ash. That's why his name is Bhasmasura. They should turn into ash. Tathastu. Now he is an Asura. How can I believe whether whatever you have given boon, whether it is working or not? I shall test on you only. So he went on Lord Shiva to test, that I shall test on you. Now Shiva is running for shelter. Oh, where can I go? Where can I go? He is running here and there. Everywhere he is running. And then meanwhile Vishnu, he is dancing in the form of Mohini. Now Shiva says, my dear Lord, please save me from this fellow. Why? What is he doing? No, I have given him this boon, and now he is testing on me only. I'll go to ash. I'll become ash. And he chastises, why are you giving these boons to these persons? You should understand, they'll be misutilized. No problem, leave him to me. Now by seeing the beauty of Mohini, the demon got allured, and then he told, you see, I will make you dance. Will you dance? Vishnu has come in the form of Mohini. And then yes, because he is allured by Mohini, such a beautiful form of Vishnu, so he told that we shall dance. He says, yes, we will dance. As you say, I will do. So Vishnu was dancing, and the demon is also trying to imitate Vishnu's postures, and suddenly Vishnu took his hand and put like this, and Bhasmasura also put his hand like this. Finished. So Shiva Bhasmasura is the servant of Shiva. He has pleased Shiva, but that Shiva has gone against his own bhakta, his own devotee. Why? Because those that are, against the scriptural activities, or those who don't respect Vishnu and Vaishnavas, they are to be finished. And Brahma, Hiranyakashipu worshipped Brahmaji. So many years he got a boon, and that Brahma is going to Vishnu, please save me from this fellow. He has occupied all the planets, top to bottom. You please kill him. Why? He worshipped so much, but still Brahmaji is telling, please kill him. Because, all the demigods, Krishna Bhakti Ache Jar Sarva Deva Bandhu Tar. In whom there is devotion to Krishna, all the demigods are their best friends. So here Bhadrakali is now dancing in front of her own, killing her own devotees. And ওই সকল দস্যুগণের চিহ্ন মস্তকগুলি লইয়া কন্দুক করিতে লাগলেন. And from the heads she started playing ball game. She is tossing the ball to other Dakinis, and they are tossing back, so they are playing a ball game with their heads. So in this manner Bhadrakali is making a feast of her own devotees. Okay, we will stop here.
Maharaj, can you tell me the exact meaning? Like we have Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. What does this actual Moksha mean? The precise meaning of Moksha, liberation.
Moksha means, mukti means, Guru Maharaj says, to be liberated. What is the meaning of liberated?
Yes.
Guru Maharaj says, to be liberated means we were previously in an undesirable or unwanted condition. To be liberated from it. That is called liberation. For example, we have taken a lot of loan from somebody. Okay, and we are in an unwanted situation. To be freed from that loan is liberation from that loan. Okay, in a similar manner, we are in this unwanted situation bound in the three modes of material nature. It is not our actual nature. It is not our true state. We are forcefully, or we are by our own karma, we are in this unwanted to situation. To be liberated from the three modes of material nature bondage is what is called as liberation. A person is diseased. Now he is in an unwanted situation. You go to a doctor, take medicine and be freed from that disease. You are freed from that unwanted situation. That is liberation. But, I'll continue. But, that does not mean that one is situated in a positive position. Means, one is freed from the loan does not mean that he has become rich. He is freed from his negative position to at least a zero position. But he is not rich now. He is not in a positive position. I have become freed from disease does not mean I am healthy. Being healthy is different, becoming freed from disease is different, and being in a disease situation is different. So, liberation is a neutral plane where one is liberated from the three modes of material nature, but still he is not positively engaged. Means he is not receiving any positive ananda. He is just freed from suffering platform. But there is no ananda. Now we are thinking lack of suffering is enjoyment or happiness. Are you good? Yes. I have no disease. My wife is listening to my whatever my dictation is. My husband is very favorable. My children are very nice. Yes, I am happy. We call absence of distress to be happiness. But that is not happiness. Happiness is something very, very positive. And liberation is not positive.
So I cannot say, oh, this devotee is chanting, is going to Mangalari. He'll be liberated, he'll go back home. You cannot use liberation in relation to going back to the spiritual world?
No, if one has to go to Supreme Lord, he has to be liberated, for sure. One has to...
But that word liberation cannot be used in that regard. It's only
No,
used...
you can use... It's like, he is liberated from his bondage.
Right.
You can use it. But that liberation, the mukti liberation and whatever we are calling as this liberation is not the same. He is liberated from three modes, from the bondage of three modes.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah.
This, I don't remember exactly, but when Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya,
Yes.
he wants to change the...
Mukti Pade Sadaya Bhag, he says it as Bhakti Pade Sadaya Bhag. Yes.
What did he change it to?
He wanted...
Mukti Pade Sadaya Bhag is written in Bhagavat. He wants to change the word to Bhakti Pade Sadaya Bhag because he started hating the word Mukti.
Oh, look at that. So see, even Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya says it's not related.
Yes.
And one last question, sorry, Maharaj. Suppose a person has debt and he has to pay huge loan to pay off the debt. My first question is, in Vedic culture, if someone was in debt, I heard sometimes they were put in jail or even put to death if they couldn't pay back the debt. Is that right? Like
They used to undergo some punishment. Previously, they used to make them as bonded laborers. If they have not paid back in India, they used to, they would serve from whom they have taken the loan, and if still it is not complete, his entire family, his son, and then his son, grandson, everyone, until that death is not finished, but not sentenced to death. That's very
But
cruel.
then if someone is in debt and they have to pay huge interest to pay off that debt, but on the other hand they have a property, wouldn't it be intelligent to sell that property and get out of debt?
Yes. They would have done that if they had.
Kali is demigod, no?
Yes, God. Yes, demigoddess. Yes,
Chandi, Kali,
yes, yes.
Then how can she drink the blood? How?
Mode of ignorance, right? Kali is drinking blood, right?
Yeah,
Kali was, destroying everyone.
yeah.
She was, as if she is going to kill the entire universe. And nobody could stop her. When she killed that demon, what's her name? What's his name? Mahishasur. When Mahishasur was killed, she was not stopping. All the demigods went to Lord Shiva, my dear Lord, please, you only can stop, because she is not stopping. Then what Shiva does is, she just lies down on the way of her. She is going, and then he lies down on the way, and she places the feet on Lord Shiva. And then she realizes, oh, this is my husband. And then she stops. Otherwise, she was going on and on. That's why you see, Kali placing feet on Shiva, and then, her tongue coming out, oh, I did a mistake. And then she stops. That's how Shiva had stopped him from doing this. She is in mode of ignorance. That's the deity in mode of ignorance. Yes.
I was hearing a class.
Also Nishingadeva, no, when he killed Hiranyakashpura after it.
Yes, because he took the form of a lion. That is befitting the form of a lion. He is representing half man, half lion. So he is performing activity of a lion there, because whatever Lord does, he does with perfection. He will not leave any loose ends. You had something to say?
Having a little trouble digesting, she is in the mode of ignorance. Maybe we can understand her devotees are in the mode of ignorance. But she's the wife of the best Vaishnava.
Yes.
Expansion.
But in that form as Kali, where she is killing and drinking,
But she's also
thing with
she's
skull.
doing that out of compassion to those souls.
Yes,
She's
this
not
is-
enjoying like a ball game, or like she's not getting intoxicated like
Yes. Yes, it can. Yes, it is true that.
she's in ecstasy because she's liberating those.
Yeah. Yes. That is one way of seeing it for sure. Yes. She is out of compassion. She has done it, and then she is, delighted because of all these rogues were killed. Can be seen like that also. Yes.
What's the word for mode of ignorance in English?
In Hindi, tamogun.
It's very difficult to translate all your. Oof.
But Maharaj, I heard Srila Prabhupada just 2 days ago, he was speaking about worship of Mother Kali, and he says in the scriptures there's a mode of goodness, a mode of passion, a mode of ignorance.
Yes.
And all the scriptures, they're only meant to elevate to the mode of goodness.
Yes.
And he's saying even the worshippers of Mother Kali, when they sacrifice an animal and they do it properly, that animal gets a human birth from that sacrifice, so they actually get benefit. That's what he was saying.
If he has written it, there is nothing to say against it.
Yeah. No, he was saying in the class that that's what it's written,
Yes.
that the animal actually benefits. Because
Yes.
she's accepting that and helping the living entities.
Yes.
But it's only to elevate them.
Okay.
When I was in Kamakya temple, I asked the pujari if Divine Mother is so compassionate, why would she want these animals to suffer like this?
Uh-huh.
She's not, I can't imagine she's taking this offering so she can eat.
Uh-huh.
He told me that it's because of all the ghoulish figures surrounding her that she accepts on their behalf, because she's like a mother whose children are always crying, Mommy, give me this, give me this.
Okay.
I don't know if that's aligns with Vaishnava
Yeah.
thought or not, but it made sense.
Okay. Okay. श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। परमाराधितम पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय। नित्य लीला प्रविष्टोम विष्णुपाद स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ, श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। सपरिकर श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन, श्री श्री राधा गोविंद, श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जीव की जय। जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय। श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत श्रवणकारी भक्तवृंद की जय। जय श्री श्री जड़ भरत की जय। श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौ